Hi everyone, I am Shubham Garg and welcome back to the lecture series for open source EDA tools. Okay, so in this video I am going to show you how to install and download and install the open source EDA tools. I know I have made a video in which I have discussed the steps and I have shown the steps, but I had already installed the tools, so all the steps were saying that requirement is already satisfied, and that's why we didn't actually install the tools at that time because I had previously installed. So that's why I am creating this video again. In this I am going to explain the complete flow. I am not going to skip the video. I am going to install every tool, everything from scratch. Even I am going to install and set up in the steps in which it is taking time. I am going to fast forward that time frame as well, so that won't be an issue. But I'm not going to skip the video and I'm going to install each and every tool in this video. Okay, that is open source EDA tools, QFlow tools. I'm going to install in this video. So first of all, let us create a new virtual machine. So open your Oracle VM VirtualBox, or you can use any VirtualBox. Now here type the name, that is Ubuntu, and that is I will put _YT for YouTube. Okay, and here it will be type Linux, and there is the version, that is Ubuntu. Okay, now go to next. Here this is the RAM requirement, so I will select 8 GB. Next, here I am going to create a virtual hard disk right now. So I am going to create a virtual hard disk. We will leave it as default and we will dynamically allocate the size. So I will keep the size as 47. Okay, so I'm going to now select the location. So I'm going to select the location. So for the location, I'm going to go to this local disk, that is local disk E, or let's say local disk F. Yeah. So here I will name the folder Ubuntu _YT for YouTube. So I'm going to save it here. So I will click create. So here we have our virtual disk, that is Ubuntu YT. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to select this optical drive. Okay. So here I am going to select this. Basically, I have downloaded this file. Okay, you can directly download the ISO image. You just need to go to the internet here and search Ubuntu 18.04 ISO. Now here you will get these versions and you can download the image here, the desktop image or anything you want. Okay. So here you will have the files. So from here you can download this Ubuntu ISO. Okay, I will paste this link in the description as well, so don't worry about it. Now, why I have chosen 18.04? You see, I have tried installing it on 20th version, 21st version and everything. There can be some real-time errors while installing and we need to rectify those errors. Alright, so in 18.04 versions, I have seen that there are almost nil or very few errors. Okay, so that's why I recommend to you to install 18.04 version. Alright. So now what we need to do, so I have downloaded and saved it. I will just show you here. Here, this is that file. Okay, sorry, not this one. This is Ubuntu 22.04. Not this one. The other one. That was here. You see, when we select Ubuntu 18.04.6, this one is the file that I'm going to choose. So here I have this file. Okay, it is in this location. It is in downloads only. So here you will see, okay, in downloads anyways, it is present. So I have selected this. Now we can start the VirtualBox. Now before starting the VirtualBox, if we start the VirtualBox now, what will happen? We will have a small screen. Okay, that is a small square in between. However, to make it full screen, what we can do is just go to here, select video memory. Okay, sorry, not video memory, this graphics controller, and selected this vbox svga, yeah, and make this video memory to 128. Okay, and click OK. Now click start. So once you click start, it will start, and let's wait for it to start. So these kind of moments in the video where we have to wait for long, I am going to fast forward it when I will edit the video. Okay. Yeah, so here you can see you have two options, that is try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu. So we are going to install Ubuntu. Before that, as I said, initially you will get small screen, but doing that thing you will get this full screen. All right, and if by chance you did not get full screen, you can go to view, go to this virtual screen one, and you will have the option scale to 100%, and here you can set the resolution if by chance it does not become full screen. All right, otherwise if you did not do that option, did not select that option which I showed before, then all these options will be grayed out. Okay, so just click on install Ubuntu, select your language. I am going to select English. So you can check the keyboard layout. I'm going to click continue. So I'm going to do the normal installation. Again, I'm going to click continue. And I'm going to select this option, that is erase disk and install Ubuntu. Okay, and I'm going to click install now. So I'm going to click continue again. So here you can select your location. I'm going to leave it as default. All right. So here you need to give your computer a name. I'm not going to give the password. Okay, it is not needs a password. So all right, I'm going to add the password. Okay, so I'm going to click continue. So now it is installing Ubuntu. Once the Ubuntu is installed, then we are going to start the installation of open source EDA tools. Virtual machine. So here just log into your account. So once you log in, you will have this screen. Okay, so from here you can go to show applications, and basically you just need to open the terminal. All right, you can open it by right clicking as well, that's up to you. So just open the terminal, and here when you open the terminal you will see this thing. Okay, just yeah, this was just asking as we installed, did a fresh installation. Anyways, now what you need to do is just open the GitHub repository. All right, so you need to open my GitHub repository. You will find all the steps there. Okay, so I will just log into GitHub here, and don't worry, I will share the link in my description as well for the GitHub repository for VSDFlow installation steps. Okay, you can also refer the actual directory, that is from the VSG, and that is from Kunal Ghosh sir. You can refer that repository as well. Okay, just click on don't upgrade. Yeah, so it's up to you. In my repository I have just attached the screenshots as well, so uh, and it is a bit easier for me to understand that from installation step from my repository. Otherwise it's up to you. Okay, just search for GitHub. Okay, I'm basically logging, I'm going to log into my GitHub account. All right, you can directly access that from the link. I will share that in description. Okay, so my GitHub repository is shubhamgarg1299. All right, so I will just log in. Here we are. I will show you my repository, and I'm going to share the link for that particular repository, so don't worry. Here you will find this repository, that is VSDFlow steps. So actually you can check out the original repository as well, but in my repository I have just included the screenshots for installation with everything, with the steps. So that's why I am using this. So here, as it is saying, we will just follow each and every step, and this time I am not going to skip the video. Okay, or as you have seen, it is a fresh installation, so everything will install in front of you. Okay, so first of all, we need to open the terminal as it says. Second, we need to install Git. So here we are going to write sudo apt get install Git. All right, just press enter. Okay, just give the password here. Okay, it is saying the broken package. So first, let's update it. So you can use for update. You can use sudo apt get update, sudo apt get update, and similarly for upgrade, same command, just sudo apt get upgrade. That command we will be using. Okay, similarly, just go for upgrade. Just press Y and press enter. All All right. Meanwhile, I will show you the repository. This is the actually original repository. You can see the steps, all the steps are available here. However, I have just added the screenshots for these steps. Okay, I have used obviously used the same steps and everything. I have just added the screenshots so that it is more clear. Okay, so I will pause the video here for a minute and I will resume it. So it is still installing. It seems like this upgrade is done. So now we will be able to run the command. So let's just try to run the command. This is the command, that is sudo apt-get install git. We are actually installing the git. Okay, let's add the password. Okay, yeah. So you see now it didn't break the package. It is asking and continuing to install the git. So now it has installed git. Now what we need to do, we need to clone this GitHub repository. So here you can see, here is the command, that is git clone and this repository. So just copy the command and paste it. Okay, before doing that, what you can do is you can create a new directory, that is, let's say mkdir vsg. Okay, we can make this directory, and now let's change the location to VSDFlow so that all our tools are installed in this directory. So now in this directory you can clone this, that is git clone, and this directory. Just press enter. Okay, so this directory has been cloned. Okay, so now you need to first let's list item, and you see there is a folder again VSDFlow. So we will change the directory to again VSDFlow. So it is cd VSDFlow. Okay, so now we are inside this this folder. So now moving on to next step, we will see the following items. Let's press ls. Okay, so you can see here all these tools files are there, that is magic, QFlow, OpenSTA, all these kind of files are there. So now what we need to do is, first we need to make the package executable. Okay, so for that we will be using this chmod command, and this command will make this open source EDA tool install package executable. So you can see here, this is the open source EDA tool install package. Okay, and this whole file basically contains all the information regarding how installation of the tools. So to make the tools installable, make this package executable, we will use this chmod command. So just copy this command and paste it. Okay, and press enter. Now this thing is executable, and now we will open this thing. We will execute it by this, that is / open source EDA tool install sh. Just copy this and paste. So this thing should install all the open source tools. Okay, so we will just press enter, and we will see it is starting to install all the tools. So it is going to take some time. All right, so you have seen that in the list there was a tickle script as well. So that tickle script contains all the commands of how to install these open source tools flow. Okay, so we will just wait, and we will see one by one every tool being installed. So you see now there is this cmake installation, and this is actually very important. You know, in the version 20 and above, the Ubuntu version, the cmake installation gets a lot of errors. All right. However, in this it is installing. There were some errors, but now it seems okay. So the cmake is installing on its own. Okay, so that's why we chose this 18 version. In 20th version, I have encountered errors while the installation of cmake. So that's why I chose this version. Now let's wait till all the other tools are getting installed. So you can see here it is setting up Yosys, Yosys actually, that is the synthesis tool. And now it is setting Graywolf. So it is basically now it is setting up QRouter and installing QRouter. Now you can see it is installing Magic, that is our layout designing tool. And in between it installed Netgen and QFlow tools as well, that is for netlist generation, and QFlow, that is the QFlow GUI and everything. Now it is installing OpenSTA, that is static timing analysis tool. Just press Y here. Whenever it will ask you for Y and N, just press Y. Y is for yes, and press enter. It is installing GTKWave, that is for waveform analyzing. Basically, when we simulate our RTL code, we can analyze the waveform using GTKWave. Now we can see the OpenTimer. It is a timing analysis tool. Okay, let's see. It is saying cmake command not found. If it is installed correctly or not. Otherwise, we will install cmake manually. So no worries. Okay, so the installation looks complete, and let's search on it for cmake. Okay, this is a real-time error. This can occur. Cmake command not found. Let's see what is the resolution of this error. Let's just search how to install cmake. Okay, it has been updated in the background, and that's why it is crashing. All right, so I will restart the Firefox. Okay, so till the time it is installing, let's just check the tools that we have installed. Okay, so basically here we were here. Yeah, so let's try Yosys, Yosys. Okay, so we will try Yosys. Looks like it's installed correctly. All right, so that's it seems fine. Let's try QFlow. Okay, QFlow is not installed. Let's see QFlow GUI. All right, so here again, what we need to do first, we these things were not installed because of cmake. So first we need to install cmake. Let's see if magic is installed or not. Okay, so it is not installed. Don't worry. First of all, let's install cmake. For here for Linux, it is make install. All right, so let's try installing cmake. Okay, let's see cmake. So let's try this sudo snap install cmake. Or let's go sudo apt install cmake. So let's just wait for cmake to install. Okay, it is installed. Now let's try again running the script, that is we will go with this command and finally this command. Alright, so some tools are already installed. Let's see, it is going to install the other packages. This thing was 100% complete. Let's see how much more time it needs. See, these all are real-time errors. So it's all right. It's great if you did not get this error and your installation is done in a single step. But most of the time we get the cmake error, and it is easy to rectify in this Ubuntu 18.04 version than in the 20 and above versions. So that's why I chose this 18.04 version, and let's see, now it should be able to rectify the error and cmake is installed properly. So it will be able to install all other packages. Once the installation is done, we will try to run the program, that is the QFlow and all the other tools which we have installed. So let's wait. All right, so the process is complete. Now this time let's test if it is installed correctly or not. So I have C. I have entered magic and it is working fine. Yeah, it is, magic is open. Now let's enter QFlow. See, we have QFlow, that's great. All right, so let's enter QFlow GUI. Okay. Yeah, there is no hyphen. So we have QFlow GUI. That means our installation is working correctly and everything is working fine. So this is how you install these open source EDA tools. All right. So and see, we had the error cmake error, which is the most common error in this installation. So that's how we rectify the error. Okay, so that's why I wanted to make this whole video because in what happens that if I only show the steps and if my tools are already installed, then you won't be able to see this real-time errors. Okay, so these kind of error comes and that's how you rectify these errors, and this is how your tools are installed. Okay, so this is how we have installed the open source EDA tools, and in this playlist only we have I have discussed 2 examples. You can try any of the examples to test the working of open source EDA tools. I will provide the links in of the example video and of the sources, VSDFlow repository and my repository, my GitHub repository, in the description. Okay, so I hope it is clear now how to do the VSDFlow installation. So this is all for this video. See you guys in the next video.